Good evening, everyone. I'm Garrett Bodily. I'm pleased to be here tonight. Just a little about myself. I've lived here 4.5 years. My wife has lived here her entire life. In order to marry her, I had to promise her parents that I would never move out of Orem. But I'm glad I did. It's a great place to live. Hey guys, they're watching me right now. But I'm running for city council because I want to make sure that this place stays great. And everyone you see on the stage behind me has this same goal of making sure that Orem is an amazing place to live. Where we differ is our opinions on how to achieve that and what the best process is to make Orem amazing. Now, 2 minutes isn't enough time to expound on every issue or every decision that I would have to make in the next 4 years. But instead, I just want to focus on how I arrive at decisions. First, I like to obtain a lot of input. At work, I am constantly bugging the people around me, getting their input on decisions that I have to make. I find that the more people you get involved, the better decision you can make. And the best way to do this, on the pamphlet that they sent out, you will find my personal cell phone number and my personal email number. And I hope you'll reach out and contact me and let me know what I can do for you, and let me know what issues. I've heard a lot of different issues from the people I've visited, but I am sure there are many more that I haven't even considered yet, and I hope you'll take the time to reach out to me. The next thing I want to point out in my decision-making process is that I try to make decisions based on as much information as possible. Now, the last couple candidates have spoken about the BRT. I just want to use that as an example. I'm not a proponent or opponent of it at this point. I'm still trying to obtain more information on it. I just want to give this as an example that if I was considering voting for the BRT, the first thing I would do is I would go out and I would study other cities that have a similar rapid transit system. Has it worked for them? How much money have they spent on it? Has it been beneficial? Have the people liked it? Has it been well received? Is it being used? The next thing I would look at is I would survey the companies and the people that live closest to University Avenue. I would talk to them. And if they felt that it would hurt their businesses or their neighborhoods, then I would be opposed to it. But if they were all for it and said, no, this is a great idea, then I would take it to the next step. And now the next step wouldn't be spending $65 million. The next step would be spending maybe a few $100,000. Reach out to UTA and see if they would allocate a few buses as a prototype and say, for the next 4 to 6 months, we are going to have a prototype of what this system would look like. And then if we found that it did serve a good purpose, that people liked it, it was well used, then I would consider moving on to the next step. But when I make decisions, I try to be as analytical as possible. And I want to reach out and I want to gain as much information from the businesses, from the people, from you, to make these decisions. I want to make win-win decisions. We don't have to have progress at the expense of our city and the neighborhood field. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Bodily.